Hello everybody, I'm Kikuda. I'm a Kendo sensei at the MMAC, Multipurpose Martial Arts Center in Kathmandu. I have 5 dan and I talk about the history of Kendo today.
Kendo, as we know it today, once started as a way to kill. There are 4 phases that the development of Kendo can be traced, from being the technique to kill, to being the way of life, to its ban and revival, and the current state. In the Heian era, Middle Age Japan, the aristocracy ruled and the society was under the nobleman. The Japanese sword was developed in this era. This was the beginning of the Japanese swordsmanship. Next, in the Kamakura era around 12th century, was the age of the samurai, when the sword had its true use on the battlefield, with lots of war going on around Japan. Then came the Sengoku era, or the Sengaku Jidai, where the feudal lords, samurai, and warriors were fighting against each other to be the champion in unifying Japan as a single empire. Then came the Edo era, a peaceful era that lasted very well for around 300 years. It was in this time the shinai, the bamboo sword, and the bone, the armor that the kendo players wore, was developed. This was a major change that enabled the player to actually hit each other to show their true potential. Lots of schools developed in this era, showing off their skills and talent. It was then they realized that in order to be a better practitioner, required an equally good partner. This led to the development of the technique as well as being the way of life, prioritizing courtesy, sense of justice, simplicity, mutual respect, and self-discipline. This gradually developed Kendo, or Kenjutsu as it was called then, into the way of life, to make life worthwhile and to be a respected person. The famous book Bushido by Nitobe Inazu spread the philosophy and the spirit of Kendo around the world. After the Second World War and the treaty with General MacArthur, all forms of combat was banned, including Kendo. It was the strenuous effort of Sasamori Junko Sensei who persuaded MacArthur to let Kendo be revived as a sport and let be practiced in schools for sake of education of young kids. Kendo is a sport, but more really a discipline with the spirit of Bushido. We can see the winner gloating after victory in other sports, but in Kendo, it's all about respect, either you win or lose. Currently, Kendo is played in 52 countries by around 2.6 million players. Junko Sasamori Sensei called practice a lifetime duty. Even he himself, the best player then, said he needed practice and worked towards his improvement. This philosophy was his motto and the spirit of life.
Okay, next I talk about why we do Kendo. In my view, through practicing Kendo, you can develop yourself in both physically and spiritually. Kendo is a tough practice, so you become physically strong, muscular, or not a voice, good postures, so it makes you physically stronger and better. But not only that, in spirit, you have to practice yourself, discipline yourself, you have to have the sense of justice, sense of mutual respect, courtesy. Kendo begins lei, courtesy, and ends with courtesy. So you have to develop yourself in both physically and mentally, philosophically. In my opinion, through my entire life, it is so important for you to live a happy life, to be a person, to be respected, to liked, and make a great life for yourself. This is the whole purpose of practicing Kendo. And when you practice Kendo, you have lots of friends all over the world. Wherever you go, out of Nepal, not only Japan, but Europe, America, Asian countries, you can make a lot of friends. Just say, I'm a Kendoist. The favorite words I like is koken chiai. It means exchange swords and you really learn love. Love means the respected sensei or Kendo friends. So, through doing a Kendo, you can have the much better, pleasant, and disciplined, respected life. That's why we strongly recommend you to practice Kendo.